Good morning, Vegas.
How we doing?
Woo! Okay, so for those of you who may not know me, my name is Kira Tsukimoto, and I am the co-host of the Neocom podcast, as well as the CEO of Nova Haven, a New Bro Focus corporation. Now, I'm not here to talk about Nova Haven. I'm not here to talk about Neocom. I'm here to talk to you about the EVE community. And the fact that all of us are here have flown here from different cities, different states, different countries to be a part of the community. And let's be honest about it. We've heard some bad things about the EVE community. Who hasn't? Like, put your hands up if you've never heard a bad thing about the EVE community. Yeah, thought so. Okay, so, sorry. And this is my lovely co-host, Protavarius. And he's the founder of the Neocom. And he's basically the one that dragged me kicking and screaming into the podcasting world.
Confirmed.
Definitely confirmed. Okay, so we've got different community groups in EVE, yeah? We've got the out-of-game, meets like this, that kind of community. We also have the lovely NPSI communities, not purple, shoot it. The support and charity groups, the social media groups, the cultural national community groups, as well as probably the most common group, which is your corporation, alliance, or your coalition. I'm going to just, I have to say, blaze through these, because we do have something really, really fantastic happening a little bit in the middle of the presentation, as well as the end of the presentation. So, your corporation, alliance, coalition groups. They're super easy to get into, right? Go to the corporation finder, find one, get yourself into one. It might require an interview, it might require an API key check, but they're generally easy to get into, and probably the first community group you'll join in EVE. It is also the group that you fly with the most, the group that you get to know the most and become the closest friends with. But if this is the only community you're going to be involved in, you're going to find that it can be a little bit isolating, because you're going to stick with your own people, and you don't really get to know the bigger EVE-wide community. And if you're from the AU time zone like I am, when I'm playing, you all buggers are fucking sleeping. And guess what? I have to create my own content or try to find someone to shoot or shoot with. So, you know what? Corporation, Alliance, Coalition, fantastic, get into it. But if you have issues like I do, look for some of these other communities. So the big one is, who here is from a non-English speaking background? Anyone? Nope. Really, guys? Not a single one of you? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a couple. All right. Own up. All right. Be proud of your cultural heritage. But if you are from a different culture, if you're from a different country, and English is not your main language, there is a community in EVE for you. Doesn't matter if they're not in your corp, you can still join these communities. A lot of them do APSI rooms. So, for example, there's a Japanese-speaking community, the French, who are actually getting pretty big right now, the Korean community, which is really, really tiny because most of them don't speak English, and they play EVE to learn English. The German community, et cetera, et cetera. There's like the Portuguese, the Mexican, Spanish, I can't even name them all. So, if you feel like you just need to talk about EVE in your own languages, join one of these groups. Now, this is probably one of the biggest ones, the social media community. Who has Twitter? Yeah! Okay. Who gets on comms? Yeah? Okay, good. Who has Facebook? Okay, less hands, good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and who has so many in-game channels that they have to open like 3 chat windows to see them all? All right, you guys are doing it right. Okay, so there's a huge social media community in EVE. There is the women's EVE community. Ladies, hands up. Yeah, I see you, ladies. I love it. Hey now. There is the gay and lesbian, transgender community. They will support you. In EVE, we love everyone. Unless we're shooting at you, at which point we love shooting at you, so it's okay, right? There's the EVE Down Under community, who, if I didn't mention, I will get absolutely murdered at in November. And there's like the podcast channels. Who likes listening to podcasts? Yeah? Do you guys know that all of your favorite podcasters have their own in-game channels? Yeah? And some of them you can listen to live whilst you annoy them on the chats? Yeah? Join them. Get to know your community. Okay, so because the social media community is so huge, who has Slack?
Get on
Yeah?
Slack.
Okay. Those of you that didn't put your hands up, right now get your phone out and get on fucking Slack. All right? Don't forget, in Slack, you can talk to your devs, right? There's a dev fleet. Join Tweet Fleet, right? Okay. How do I join? Unfortunately, I asked Estroth this, like right before we sent this presentation through, and he was kind of late in giving us a response. So, we will put the information up about how to join Fleet, Tweet Fleet and all of that on the Neocom website, so you can come and have a look. If not, approach one of us. Buzzworks? Buzzworks, there you go.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Okay, there's also Eve bloggers that are on Tweet Fleet. The general chat. Okay, Eve bloggers, fantastic, love you. There's the diplomatic chats. So if you're a diplo in your corporation, or you're a CEO and you're like, there's that really cool person I really want to talk to, but like Graph Tolkien seems really, really terrifying. Maybe you want to have a chat with him on Tweet Fleet first?
After meeting him yesterday, I could totally confirm that.
No, he hugged me. I don't know. He was really huggable, so I'm not sure about the terrifying part. But if you ever want to talk to these people and you're just like, I can't just cold call, like, I'm kind of scared of that, get them on Slack. It's a lovely system. Do it. Next thing, Twitter. I know most of the room put your hand up for this. If you don't have Twitter, and I'm looking at a couple of people that I know don't have Twitter, get it. Now. It's easy to sign up. You have an app on your phone. Start following your devs. You can interact with them. They're actually really nice people. They don't bite. And if you haven't talked to a dev whilst you've been here, you're doing it in Vegas wrong. Go and hug a dev. And like I did, kiss them.
How in the world are you going to post the selfie onto Twitter with the dev that you got your arms wrapped around this if you're not
exactly.
on Twitter? Come on.
So also, the Eve community celebrities, right? You have your Graph Tolkiens, Elise Randolph, the Mitani. You can follow them all on Twitter and see what they're up to. More often than not, there might be some angry posts, there might be something amusing, and you might find out about what they're planning to do to your alliance a little bit before it actually happens. So get your news. Get on Twitter.
Tech 8.
Totally wasn't there. All your podcasters. So podcasters, hands up. Who's a podcaster in here? Yeah? All right. Are you guys on Twitter? Yes. Okay. Are you guys available to talk to your followers? Oh, come on. Really? So follow them. Get to know them. Give them some encouragement. Just tweet to say, hey, I really enjoyed the last episode. It will get them to post the next episode faster, I promise. Okay. Then there are these special groups. And these are the communities that really prove to us that EVE isn't just about a gaming community. It isn't just about us shooting each other in the faces. It's about us looking after each other as a whole. If I meet you in space, I'll probably kill you. Or you'll kill me. Actually, that's more likely because I'm really stuck at PvP. But at the end of it, if you're in trouble, if you need someone to talk to, I want to be there for you. Because I love you, because I love this game. And without you, my game can't exist. Right? Yeah? No? Yeah? Okay, so the support groups are things like Broadcast for Raps. Who's heard of Broadcast for Raps? Yeah? Okay, for those of you who haven't, Broadcast for Raps is an in-game channel. For anyone that is suffering from depression, that is having thoughts of suicide, jump onto that channel. If you know someone that is having these thoughts in your groups, in your community groups, let us know. And what we can do is that we have wonderful admin people, And on top of that, we have Coffee Rocks, right here, one of the founders. And the whole idea of Broadcast for Raps is that we're just here to listen. And if we get into a situation where we believe you might be in serious danger, we'll contact CCP. And I've had this experience about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was manning the Broadcast for Raps channel when someone came in and said, my court mate just gave me his account details. And he told me he's taken a lot of pills and he's falling asleep now. Obviously, we had a moment of panic. I got in touch with Coffee. I got in touch with CCP Kaka, and I let them know what was happening. They were able to send the authorities over to the player's house and make sure that he was okay. He had some issues afterwards, but we saved a life. What other game has that, right? So use the services that are available to you. And then we also have the Best of Us community, which is all about the veteran players.
As a military veteran, we all know that we face many issues within our own community. That is very difficult to relate to on a personal level. The Best of Us channel basically allows veterans within the EVE community to provide each other that support. Not just emotionally, but stuff like coming up through cutting through the red tape of VA benefits, that sort of thing. It's a very, very powerful tool. And working and dropping in with Jay McLean there on the channel, it's about as tangible for veterans as the game is as comfortable. So if you are a military veteran, regardless of what country, okay, paramilitary, everybody's got issues. You don't have to be a combat vet, all right? Come join the Best of Us community. They're out there for you, and I love it. I love it.
Okay, so there's also the help channels in your native languages. If English is not your first language, go and seek help. We're there we love you. We want you to stay in game. Next one is the EVE in-game charities. And these aren't really communities you can really join, but these are communities you can support. So the Operational Magic School Bus, run by Mike Azariah, the Angel Project, run by Sindel Perlian, as well as the various Newbro support groups. Get behind them, let them help the new players. Also the NPSI groups. So your corporation is a bit quiet, let's say on a Sunday afternoon, and you're just like, dude, what am I supposed to do with my spaceship? Go on one of these rooms. Redemption Row, Spectre Fleet, RVB Ganged, which may be closed now. Bombers Bar, EVE University. It's okay, Mangala promised to get back in game. It's all good. Get behind these people. Start flying with them. You know what? It might mean that you end up shooting your own court mates, but bloody hell, it's fun, all right? And these always come with giggles, lots of kicks and giggles, and a lot of alcohol, so be prepared. So, EVE meets. You're all here. You've done it right. But let's say that, you know what, it's not going to always be a convention, right? But you just are dying to meet some EVE nerds in your local area. Go to evemeet.net, organize your own meets, go to the forum, go to the out-of-game events and gatherings, and find your events, right? If you can't find one, bloody hell, get off your ass and organize your own one, all right? Don't be lazy. Okay, so if you want to get involved, you don't know how, get in contact with us with these details. And we've got something really special here. So.
Hi, I'm Coffee Rocks of Thrall Nation and the Brave Collective.
I'm Rick Javix, CEO of Stay Frosty and executor of a Band Apart Alliance.
I'm CCP Mimic.
I'm Sindel Pellion.
I'm Kagali.
Hi, I'm Tengu Grip.
Hi, I'm CCP Guard.
And we're here to talk about something very important.
EVE Online is often called many things.
Sociopaths in space.
A haven to thieves and scammers.
A universe of bullies.
And honestly, there's some truth in that.
In EVE, I will shoot you.
I will gank your favorite ship.
I'll loot your corpse. I will add that corpse to my wonderfully fantastic and ever-growing collection.
I will scam you out of everything you own.
They will infiltrate your alliance.
And I will make your entire space empire burn to ash.
I might even laugh at you afterwards.
I might post about it on the forums.
And then I'll tell you to harden the fuck up.
But always remember, that's only in the context of the game.
Good or bad, pirate or angel, we all play Eve because we love being part of this community.
And you are a part of that same community.
You.
Part of us.
Sadly, every year we lose fellow gamers to a horrible affliction that touches every race.
Every religion.
Every creed and every culture.
It affects everyone on this planet in one way or another.
What makes this malady so horrible is that it can be prevented.
We're here to talk to you about suicide. Every 40 seconds, there is another death by suicide in the world.
There are a lot of reasons why so many people die by suicide.
Depression.
Loss of a loved one.
Anxiety and stress.
Financial hardship.
Mental illness.
Addiction.
And the EVE community is not immune to any of this.
Every year we lose some of our fellow gamers to suicide.
Sometimes we look back and see the signs were there.
But we just didn't realize it. Sometimes it comes as a shock, seemingly out of nowhere.
I'm Mom Bellicose, John Bellicose's mom. My son John had a brilliant mind, a compassionate heart, and was renowned for his kindness. He was a natural teacher. His grandmother used to call him the professor. John was a very popular teacher of brave newbies, which is not surprising. John loved playing internet spaceships. He tried to recruit me more than once. John also suffered from crippling depression, and that's why I'm here talking to you. John's battle with depression ended in April 2014 when he died by suicide. I want John to be remembered for more than how he died. He loved to teach, so we must talk about depression, mental illness, and suicide. Talking about suicide saves lives. It's a way we can keep John's memory alive and help build a legacy for him. If you struggle with depression or any other form of mental illness, seek help. Please. Reach out. I know that's easier said than done, but it must be done. If you don't feel like you deserve help, then do it for John. Do it for me. Because you matter. You absolutely matter more than you can ever know or that depression would ever want you to believe. Reach out for help. Broadcast for reps.
If you're having thoughts of suicide, please ask for help.
From your friends, from your family, from us, your fellow courtmates.
Please.
Broadcast.
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 Please broadcast for reps.
Broadcast for Reps is a suicide prevention initiative started by your fellow Capsuleers. You'll find a host of resources available to you when you reach out to Broadcast for Reps. There's a wiki on the EVE subreddit, the hashtag on Twitter and Facebook. You'll find references to Broadcast for Reps around the EVE community. In the game, you can even join the chat channel Broadcast for Reps to find someone to chat with. You can speak to a group or even ask for someone to talk to one-on-one.
The people who participate are not professionals.
They are gamers just like you, who are here to listen.
To help.
To offer a friendly ear if you choose to talk.
You are not alone.
We are here with you.
We want you to stay with us for the rest of our lives.
So I can fly with you.
So I can shoot with you.
So you can gank me.
Please don't gank me.
So I can mine with you.
So I can jump your goods.
So you'll buy my loot.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
So please.
Broadcast for reps.
Fly safe.
And fly brave.
Fly safe.
Fly safe.
Praise James.
The feels. Coffee, thank you for finishing that up for us. This was something that he's been putting together probably for about the past month, I believe. And, yeah, and it finally fell into place this morning with the final version, so coffee, again, thank you. Now we do have to fly through this next little segment here. We only got a couple minutes here, so I apologize if I got to go quick here. Basically, what we're going to be getting into now is the Community Vanguard Awards that we started up. Basically, the reason why we wanted to do this in the first place on behalf of the community is not cooperating with me. We wanted to acknowledge the accomplishments and special projects by both the players and the developers. We wanted to give back both to the community and to the developers as well. We also wanted to encourage further creativity, involvement, and development. Now, how we did this is we broke it up into two different categories. Our first category is the player nominations. We're starting with Eve Down Under for the CCP Fozzie interviews 24 hours after Aegisoft hit. That was a fantastic interview. Ariel Wren and Bam Stroker for the creation of EveMeet.net, right? We wanted to acknowledge Sugar Kyle for her CSM participation. Dirk McGurk, DJ Wiggles for the creation of TotalEve.com. Jay McLean for the Best of Us community. Kigali Coffee Rocks, Spanky Kala for Broadcast for Reps. And Cap Stable for the CSM interviews. And the winner of the first player category for the Eve Online Community Vanguard Awards is...
Cap Stable. Come on up here, Lank.
We were going to give everybody an opportunity to say something, but we're running a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
Lank, we love you. Great work, guys.
Thank you.
For the developers, we have Team Size Matters for the skins. Team Game of Drones for the UI, structures, icons. CC Affinity, CCP Falcon for their lore integration, especially over the past year.
Woo!
Let's hear it for him. CCP Loki for kickstarting off the scope videos.
Woo!
CCP Lilo for the CSM management. Team Pirate Unicorns for the opportunity system and the new player experience overhaul. CCP Logibro and CCP Manifest for the Eve community support for us out of game, fan sites, all that good stuff. So we wanted to acknowledge them as well.
Woo!
Now we wanted to have more categories. We wanted to throw some rock stars up here, but let's face it, Guard, if you got on this category, you just run away with it. But I'm pleased to announce that the first recipient of the Eve Community Vanguard Award for the developer goes to
CCP Loki, who unfortunately can't be here, so he just wanted to run away with it. I'm going to need some, photos. All right, yeah, to prove that he got it. Yeah.
Well, when we first did this on the Neocom, we had the two shows for the player nominations and the developer nominations. But we wanted to add a third category to this, mix it up a little bit. In addition to the two categories we just presented, we also did a third. The Editor's Choice Award is presented by the Neocom staff as our choice for the Eve MVP of the year. Our choice this year has exemplified community leadership and vision. And I think I speak for all of us in this room that the first time we can award this year's Editor's Choice Award presented to
CCP Seagull. Come on up here. Oh, absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Day 3, Eve Vegas. Let's do this right. Everybody have fun. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.